So, what's the end goal for humanity? Is it just comfort? Total safety? Making sure everyone is happy all the time? Well, the philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche had a vision about this, spoken through his prophet, Zarathustra. It's a world where humanity gets everything it thinks it wants and becomes something, well, absolutely terrifying. This is the prophecy of the last man, and trust me, it's a warning we probably ought to listen to. Okay, so picture this. A busy marketplace, people are milling around, just looking for a bit of entertainment. And then this figure, Zarathustra, steps up. But he's not there to give them easy answers or make them feel good. Instead, he hits them with this stark, chilling warning. He's basically holding up a mirror to a future they're running towards without even realizing it. So yeah, Zarathustra is standing in front of this crowd with a really urgent message. He sees us, all of humanity, at a major crossroads. There are two ways to go. One path is toward greatness, toward overcoming ourselves. But the other path, that's the path of the last man. And for some reason, he feels like he has to warn them about that one first. This line right here, this is the heart of it all. The last man doesn't just show up in a small world. He's the one who makes it small. Think about it. Ambition, struggle, risk, greatness. He takes all of that and just shrinks it down. Sands off all the rough edges until everything is manageable, comfortable, and, completely trivial. It's a vision of ultimate mediocrity. So who is this creature, this last man? Zarathustra gets into some pretty terrifying specifics. And he's not talking about the end of our species, like an extinction event. He calls it the twilight of humanity. The moment the light starts to fade on everything that makes us, well, us. Everything dynamic and grand. Let's break down who this guy really is. First thing you need to know, the last man has perfected happiness. But it's this weird, passive, blinking kind of happiness. There's no rich or poor anymore because, honestly, both are just too much of a hassle. Work, oh, that's just a hobby, and you gotta be super careful it doesn't get too hard. And those little poisons? That's all the mild little pleasures, the endless distractions that guarantee pleasant dreams, numbing us to anything bigger, right up until we get a nice, pleasant death. And check out the world they've built for themselves. They've completely abandoned any place that's hard to live. All they want is warmth, and they get it by huddling together with their neighbors. Getting sick or even just being a little suspicious of someone, that's basically a sin against the group's comfort. The biggest social faux pas? Stumbling, making a mistake, causing any kind of ripple. It's a world that's been engineered to be perfectly, dangerously smooth. And society? Well, ambition is totally dead. Nobody wants to lead, nobody wants to follow, it's just too much work. Everyone is equal because everyone wants the exact same thing, comfort. And what if you dare to think differently? Oh, you're not dragged away. You check yourself into the madhouse just to get back to safety. And this is the part that gives me chills. This way of life isn't fragile. It's tough, ineradicable, like a flea. And as Zarathustra says, the last man liveth longest. Now, hearing all this, you'd think the crowd would be absolutely horrified, right? I mean, a future with no passion, no ambition? But this is where the prophecy gets really disturbing. Humanity gets a choice, and the reaction is, let's just say, not what you'd expect. But before we see what they choose, Zarathustra adds this one crucial detail. The last men aren't dumb. Not at all. They're clever. They're educated. They know everything there is to know. But all that knowledge doesn't lead to creating something new. It just leads to cynicism, to making fun of anything that's big or difficult. And there it is, the knockout punch. After hearing this whole description of a future built on total comfort and safety, the crowd doesn't run away screaming. They cheer for it. They beg for it. They shout, "Make us into this last man." They don't just reject the hard path of greatness, what Zarathustra calls the path of the Superman. They trade it away for a life of cozy mediocrity. This reaction pretty much forces Zarathustra's hand. He has to show them the alternative. If the last man is one possible future, the Übermensch, or Superman, is the other. And no, we're not talking about a superhero in a cape. This is Nietzsche's term for a human being who overcomes themselves, who throws out old rules and creates their own meaning to live by. I mean, look at the difference when you put them side by side. It's night and day. The last man is all about finding comfort. The Superman sees hardship as the tool you need to grow. The last man is terrified of tripping. The Superman is actively trying to overcome his own limits. It's a choice between a long, flickering, easy life and the brilliant, messy, beautiful blaze of a dancing star that makes its own light. So, what does this other path, this creator's way, actually look like? Well, Zarathustra uses these cool symbols. It's about having the pride of an eagle, soaring high, but also the wisdom of the serpent, connected to the earth. It's about embracing that inner struggle, that will to power over the self. This person is a yesayer. They say yes to all of life, the good, the bad, all of it. They would always choose one great existence over 1,000 happy years.
So this is the question we're left with. The choice Zarathustra is talking about isn't really life versus death. I mean, he said it himself, the last man liveth longest. No, the choice is between two totally different ways of being alive.
And this is the final, brutal label Zarathustra puts on the last man's world. A living death. It's an existence that has traded away every spark of genius, every bit of creative chaos, every single struggle for growth, all for what? For safety? For comfort? And in Nietzsche's eyes, there is literally no worse fate than that. And that throws the question right back at us, doesn't it? It's as relevant now as it was then. In our constant push for more comfort, for algorithms that tell us what to like, for a life with zero risk, are we actually building a better world? Or are we, slowly but surely, choosing to become the last man and just blinking our way into a living death?